If you've been on TikTok or YouTube Shorts recently, you've probably noticed a rise in podcast clips that are being uploaded to your For You page. But have you ever actually looked at who is posting the podcast clip? The majority of the time, these viral clips from podcasts that go viral on TikTok and YouTube Shorts aren't actually posted by the podcast owner. They're just posted by some random person who just added loud-ass captions and then a few graphics here and there and passed it off as their own. So why does this work? And why are so many people doing this? Well, in short, no viewers actually care about the poster of the content as long as they are entertained. And largely the clips that are going viral are posted by some of the biggest names in the podcast scene. Joe Rogan, Theo Von, Bert Kreischer, all people that your normal viewer are typically already aware of. All right, let's put that on pause for a second. Did you know that today and today only is the lowest amount of subscribers this channel will ever be at? Today is your opportunity and your opportunity only to get in at the ground floor. Look at this number, it's going up. If you want to be one of the few that can say that they were here before 1,000 subscribers on the K1 channel, get in right now, punch your ticket, hit that subscribe button. Bring it on back now. I think a large reason for this boom is actually because of Andrew Tate. Last spring when he was at his peak, his whole marketing strategy was to just have people in his Discord upload clips of him talking in order to get affiliate links to his, I think it was like Hustlers University or one of his like complete Ponzi scheme programs. But that's the main reason that he was able to get in front of so many people, is to just have people upload clips of himself. Now that's very different than what's actually happening with a lot of other podcasts. People are uploading clips of podcasts that they don't have permission to do so. A lot of these podcasts want the views for themselves because it's their podcast. They shouldn't have their content stolen by someone else just because they wanted to add captions and post it as their own. So I wanted to get in on the action, understand why this works and why are so many people uploading clips of podcasts. And in order to do this, I would need to infiltrate the backlines of the podcast clippers and understand what's really going on. And so I made a channel. I created a brand new YouTube channel, called it Top Podcast Shorts. Something that's very generic, something that I can steal from a lot of different podcasts. And so I gave myself 1 week. 1 week to try to upload around 1 to 2 shorts a day and try to get as many views as possible and as many subscribers as possible and see if this was actually a reliable channel building process. And unfortunately, as it turns out, it is. Over the span of 7 days, I uploaded around 13 different shorts from a wide variety of different podcasts, from Raw Talk with Bradley Martin, the Joe Rogan Experience, a few shorts from Theo Von's podcast, the Nelk Boys podcast, all ones that are very big so that they can reach the widest audience as possible when I post them. And this was kind of an experiment for myself as someone who has tried to do a few YouTube shorts in the past and haven't had that much success. I wanted to see if it was possible to have success by just stealing other people's content, being a little content thief out there. And so this first podcast short I uploaded, it was from the Theo Von podcast with George Kittle. And basically instantly it got like 1,000 views. And basically all I did in this short was just add captions and then a few graphics and videos in between to just kind of add context and keep viewers engaged. Your very bare bones additive editing. I want to make this very clear. People that do this are not good people. You're stealing. This is theft. You aren't doing anything creative. It's fucking bullshit. But in order to understand why this works, I wanted to play the game for a second. And so basically instantly, this short got like 4,000 views. And I ended up gaining my first 6 subscribers because of this video. And so I saw the success of that and I was like, okay, I got to put out another one. See if all of these shorts are going to perform well, just like the last. And I want to make it clear, 4,000 views isn't like insanely going viral. But for when you're just creating a brand new channel and you have no backlog, it's pretty good to just pop out of the gate and get 4,000 views. Especially when I think I put in maybe 10 minutes of effort to put captions and graphics on a video. And so I put out 2 more shorts that day, one about Drake security from the Theo Von podcast again, and then one from the Joe Rogan Experience with Jorge Masvidal talking about his knockout on Ben Askren. And this clip with Jorge Masvidal and Joe Rogan was my best performing short over this entire experiment. As of right now, it sits with 39,000 views, which is a lot more than I was expecting. It has 1,500 likes and 40 comments. And this one, I basically just tossed a little bit of action music in the background and then also edited in his knockout so that when they talk about his knockout, it actually pops up on the screen. But again, not doing anything special, literally just adding additional context to the clip. And this short with Jorge Masvidal and Joe Rogan gained me nearly 30 subscribers. And so within my first day of this new channel, just repackaging podcast clips of popular podcasts, I was already at like 35 subscribers and nearly 45,000 views. And then over the coming days, I'd upload more podcast clips from Theo Von, Joe Rogan, all gaining between 2 to like 20,000 views. I only had one post that didn't get picked up in the algorithm, and it came on my second to last day of this experiment when I uploaded this podcast clip from Roman Atwood and Bradley Martin talking about his worst experience on drugs, and it got a whopping 10 views. So as it stands right now, Top Podcast Shorts has 80 subscribers, and which isn't a lot, but if you take into account that I only put maybe 1 to 2 hours of effort into these 13 videos, and those 13 videos have gathered over 100,000 views total for the channel, I would say that's pretty good if I was the one actually producing the content. This is kind of where we get into the gray area of copyright and who owns the content that is being produced. In my opinion, I think this is just shit. Like, all this content that I put out is just dog shit. It's purely to just keep people entertained for a very short period of time because it is someone that they likely recognize. Also, the thing I tried to make very clear in all my captions of my posts was where the podcast clip is from and what episode that you can go to find this clip. I think that's the absolute bare minimum that any of these people can do to at least send direction or give credit to the actual owner of the podcast clip. This channel is not doing anything extraordinary, super creative, anything like that. It's very bare bones, and I don't plan on doing anything like this again with this channel. I think I might rebrand this channel into something else so that I can actually use it for something creative that I want to do, because at the end of the day, YouTube should be about creating good, entertaining content that is fresh and new, and the only thing these podcast clippers are doing is just re-uploading shit that we've already seen. The one thing I will add to this, though, that I found just really depressing about humankind in general, but it was depressing to see the comments on my shorts and people just starting fights over nothing. It's baffling to me because if I don't upload this short about Jorge Masvidal knocking out Ben Askren in 5 seconds, there isn't a massive argument in the comments of that video. And if you scroll through all the shorts that I uploaded, it's like people just having siloed arguments within the shorts. It's baffling. And so that kind of taught me just don't look at comments. And I kind of realized that when I uploaded my last video, because people just love to argue about shit that really just doesn't matter. And it's crazy to me that people will spend their time arguing about stuff like that. So I just wanted to make everyone aware that this is a very popular trend for people to just gain followers on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and to be on the lookout for it. Obviously, don't give this person any extra validation that what they're doing is a good thing for the platform. Because at the end of the day, it's stealing from a different creator, no matter how big the podcast is. So hopefully you enjoyed this kind of deep dive into the inner workings of podcast clippers and the unnerving fact that it is actually a reliable way to build a channel.
Fuck the hoopla, I saw what I saw. Fuck what you saw. I've been on my day to day. Disappear like David Blaine.